Welcome back to my channel. My name is Charlene Randall, and today we're going to talk about one thing that probably takes most people by surprise. We're going to talk about why people owe taxes. And a lot of people may feel, hurt or ripped off by the government or basically just stuck wondering what it is that continuously makes them owe taxes. So, the main thing you have to know is that people owe taxes because their total tax liability for the year exceeds the amount already withheld from their paychecks or estimated payments. Okay? So, this is something you have to know. Your tax season basically ends or begins in January each year. So I'm going to give you some reasons that you may not even pay attention to, which can help you to understand how you can pay less taxes and sometimes not owe at all when it comes to tax season. Because the key is being proactive when it comes to your taxes and not waiting to the last minute. So, tax debt, nobody wants it. Nobody wants to pay more than they have to pay and feel like they have just been deceived. Okay, so one reason is insufficient withholding. Not enough tax was taken out of your paychecks through the year. So, this is something I continuously tell clients that you have to know what's going on with your income, what's being withheld each and every pay period. Because when you receive your W 2, this information is going to be there, and you have to make sure that it is enough to cover your tax debt. Okay, so if not enough is taken out, then you will end up owing on your tax. So another thing is basically this just life changes or employment changes. Having a child, changing jobs can also alter tax liabilities. So keep updated on things that change your life dramatically and things that require your attention when it comes to taxes. Another reason you may owe taxes is self employment or side hustle. Freelancers and business owners must pay both income and self employment taxes. And basically, these are not automatically withheld. So if you have a W 2 job, your income taxes is automatically withheld by your employer. So these are not automatically withheld if you are a small business owner. So you have to have a tax strategist that does it, and you don't have to do it, or you have to be able to do it yourself, or you will end up owing taxes, which I don't think you want to owe taxes. So this is something that you actually have to keep up with. Another reason is reduced deductions or credits. Fewer deductions or losing eligibility for credits like the child tax credit can increase the amount owed. So over time, your situation will change. This will most likely affect your tax amount liability. Also, if you have additional income sources, bonuses, stocks, or crypto, these may also make you owe if taxes are not withheld. And the last one we're going to talk about is not paying estimated taxes. So, failing to make quarterly payments for non wage income or business income can cause you to owe taxes. So basically, you need to do things like your W 4 form. You need to make sure your W 4 form is updated each and every year. If there are changes, because these changes can change the amount of your tax liability. So if you don't want any surprises when it comes to tax debt, then you need to make sure that you are actually paying attention to these specific times in your life where there are changes or uh, major things that happen in your life that affect your taxes, or your W 4 form, as we just said, needs to reflect the correct information for your withholding. A lot of people make this mistake, excuse me. A lot of people make this mistake, and they are not updating their W 4. They've had this job for 10 years. They haven't updated the W 4 in the last 3 or 4 years. And now things are different. And they should have updated it, and now they owe. So you don't want this to be you. You want to make sure that your W 4 is always updated as necessary, and you always want to make sure that you are, as a business owner, paying your taxes quarterly. If you are not into doing that, and it is um, too much for you as a business owner, or you're too busy, make sure to get a tax strategist to do it for you, so then you won't end up owing at tax season when it's time to prepare taxes. So make sure you subscribe to this channel for more, and make sure that you continuously update your tax information so you won't owe taxes unnecessarily